Hello everybody, my name is Mortius. I am a necktie enthusiast, canine nutritionist, and acapella artist. And look who I found!
Hello.
There we go. Now the audio is actually working. That's the second time we did that intro because the audio didn't work the first time. So, hi Tomi, how are you?
What's up, Mortius? I'm amazing.
Good.
It's been such a great day.
Good. Been a good day. Good day for me. I took the day off work, partially for a mental health day, as everyone knows, and partially because I really wanted to record this early because I'm not going to wait. Haha! I'm one of the first people who get to see this. Da-da-da-da-da. Perks of being
Trust me, you're not gonna regret.
I'm so excited for this. So, for those of you who do not know who this is, first of all, there's going to be a link in the description to Tomi's channel. Go check it out. There's going to be a link to Tomi's channel and the Bass Kings channel. Make sure you check out both. Obviously, once we get past the intro, the love is going to be to the Bass Gang as a whole, but just for the intro, I wanted to give a little extra love to this gentleman specifically. Check out his channel down in the description. Go subscribe, everything like that. I did a reaction recently to a medley that he and... what's his name?
F.A.
F.A. Okay. You guys remember, anyone who watched that video knows that I struggled with that. Tomi and F.A. did an amazing cover, or an amazing medley of Avi Kaplan's original music that you guys should definitely go check out. But anyways, all that being said, that's not what we're here for today. We are here for the first song of Bass Gang Volume 2, which is Mad World.
Yes.
By the Bass
That's
Gang.
true.
Written and arranged by Tomi, right?
Exactly.
How exactly? I don't exactly know how. I know that it's kind of the like brainchild of each of you individually, but I don't exactly know what that means.
So the basic concept is we choose our own songs. Like everybody has a say in what song they are going to be doing, but in the end of the day, they have the final word of what they want to do. I chose Mad World and chose, as you can see from the title, Elliot Robinson for the feature, and it worked out perfectly. And interesting fact, my video for Mad World should actually be originally the second one coming on YouTube. Marwan's should be the first, or was supposed to be the first, but we had to change it up because of some timing issues. And Marwan's project turned out to be more complicated than we thought.
I feel like that tracks with what I know about Marwan's style and work ethic and editing. I am sure that there are many reasons why that one ended up taking a little longer. But hey, I think Mad World's going to be a heck of a start. It's like, it's recognizable. It's just everything about it. It's going to be really, I think it's going to work out really well. And I'm so excited to see it.
Well, let's go for it.
Is there any particular insight you want to share ahead of time before we hop right into it? It's okay if not.
Out of all the 4 songs that are going to be coming out this month, this is probably the bassiest of them.
That's a promise.
So...
that's a heck of a promise. And I cannot wait to see it delivered. I got my good headphones in. I am so ready for this. All right. Hopefully all the sound and stuff works. I just realized we didn't actually, like, test to see if you could hear the video, so hopefully so.
True.
Let's find out.
I'm gonna stop you if necessary, okay?
All right. Sounds good. So without any further ado, make sure you subscribe to both Tomi and the Bass Gang down below. Give this video a like. It really genuinely does help small creators. He can attest to this. Every like really boosts the algorithm.
Yes.
Like, you know, you got a big creator. When you're like the 10,000th like, it doesn't necessarily make as much of a difference. When you're on the video and you're like the 100th like, 99 to 100 makes a big difference. So please subscribe, comment, everything like that, and make sure you do the same on the Bass Gang's video. Go like it, everything like that. We are trying to boost the algorithm for this video as much as we can. And now, actually, without further ado, let's hop on into it.
Let's go.
Okay, that was already so cool. But I love the way that it started with just those simple do's, and then you just come in with that so low one. Hold on, let me hear that again.
Just wait.
What note is that? Do you know off the top
That's
of
a
your
B
head?
flat one.
B
That
flat
was a B
one.
flat one. Yeah, I had a choice. Like I had two versions of it. One that was a little bit more chest fry-ish, which is gonna be stronger. It's gonna match what
Oh.
Bobby's about to show. But I wanted like that pure chest is just something that you just wanna have, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, I love that. Let's take it from the top and let it keep going. Yep, there it is. God, how do you need to stop doing that to me every time.
Tenor what? What you say?
Every
Yeah.
time I need you to stop. I'm just going to choose to believe for my own like health that you're only showing off those in your arrangement and I'm not going to have to deal with that in the other three. I know I am, but I'm just going to choose to believe that I'm not.
I
Don't
actually don't
actually tell
remember
me. Don't
too.
actually tell me. All right. All right. Oh, wow.
Around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, bright and
Whoa,
early.
whoa. Hold on. What? Yo. That was so cool. Wait. I
Thank
mean,
you.
first of all, Elliot Robinson, amazing. I love the
Oh my
way
god.
that you all, like, you said in the intro that this is the bassiest one, and I am confident that's going to be true. But I love that in the bassiest one, you also had a moment where all four bass gang members were floating in falsetto. That's such
Exactly.
a
Yep.
cool touch. I love that. How far back was that?
Around me
Nope,
are
farther. That like did
Yeah.
the it reminds me of
Exactly.
this is a total ADHD like sidetrack, but there's a moment in the live action, the like live stage version of Tarzan that has a really similar like cool like falsetto dissonant thing that felt
Hmm.
like almost very reminiscent of like I liked the
Okay.
way that there was just a little bit of that dissonant like crunchiness to
Yeah.
it before it settled down. I love when it's like that
Exactly. Yeah, I
and then it
what I
sounds
wanted to
good
do
once it
with this
drops.
section specifically, I just wanted to cut all the bass because I know, okay, Elliot is gonna come up next. And we like the introduction, the first thing that he's gonna sing, it has to be like it has to leave impact. So I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah.
cut everything out and just all the bass gang members are gonna be falsetto hovering and merging in that D4 and D5, I guess,
Yeah.
octave with the falsettos. And it worked.
That's really smart. Kind of I didn't even think
Thank
about the
you.
fact that keeping them high would give Elliot's entry more of an impact, which that's really smart from an arrangement standpoint. I love that you pointed that
Thanks.
out. Oh.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, bright and
That's so cool. Like the like not even a full beat where everyone takes that breath before coming back in. It feels like so like it feels I don't know if this was deliberate or not. You know, it's the whole like same as like your
Yeah, yeah.
high school literary teachers being like, "What does the blue light mean?" It's like it's a blue light. But that almost to me, like as an audience member, tell me if I'm crazy or if this is intentional. But that almost felt like because of how short it was, it almost felt like gaspy. Like it felt like everyone was just like, "Ooh, oh," like it felt like just like that
Yeah.
quick, like desperate, like gasp
Yes.
for air almost, which is a really cool
Ex-
effect
yeah, yeah.
in a song like this. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah. Oh, it wasn't like planned to be like just gasp, but it like everybody did basically "Ooh," like
Yeah, that's
like
exactly
that
what I
with
was
that little bit
noticing.
of breath in the end. Yeah, just to add the, I don't know, suspense a little bit.
Yeah, I love that. All
Yeah,
right,
nice
let's.
noticing.
Worn out faces, bright and early for the daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. Their tears are filling up their glasses, no expression, no expression. Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow.
Hold on, no.
Fine.
I Tomi,
Yeah.
it's not your turn. I need to talk about something. Past Tomi, it is not your
Yes,
turn.
sir.
No, you present Tomi can
See ya.
talk. No, present Tomi can talk. That Tomi needs to wait a second because I need to hear that again. Good God. Wow. Whoo. Hold on. I love the. Oops. Come on. There we go. I love the way that you all have that like like that. It's really cool. That kind of like that building, that sort of like wave like crescendo decrescendo vibe there. Really gives it momentum. That's the thing. This is a very
Exactly.
inherently
Exactly.
repetitive song. And while Elliot is definitely doing a great job of playing around with some of the repetitiveness, it still is inherently, by design, a repetitive song. So
Yes.
you guys having some different things to do, and then right around the time where it's getting to like the third or fourth time of the exact same melody, it's like just starting to approach risking getting stale, and you guys come in with that
Exactly.
just beautiful momentum builder to keep the audience's attention before Elliot comes in with that.
Yes.
Like it's
Exactly.
it's
Exactly.
right around the time where the audience might start falling into the repetition. That build and fallout grabs their attention again, so that you have as much of their attention as possible for what Elliot does next, which, oh my God.
I know.
I mean,
It's like originally, I of course recorded the whole demo. That means every voice
of
myself,
course.
so I can send it to the boys. Like, this is how it's gonna sound, and I
Yeah.
want you to do these voices. Elliot's voices, of course, were really, really hard, especially like these super resonant C2s.
Of course.
But so when he sent me his version, I was like, dude, like,
That's,
are you trying? Like, or is it like a normal for you? What the hell is going on? I didn't understand, and it's gonna get only worse. Trust me.
oh, okay. I'm
But
ready.
what's really interesting about this section, when we are all like in the white shirts next to
Yeah.
each other, that you're watching right now, with the that slide that we do, all of us like manage to put like match the movement of the voices with our heads on the screen, and it's gonna come up like a couple of times in this video, which is
Ooh.
pretty impressive since we all live pretty far away from each
Yeah.
other.
I want to see that one more time before I let it play to Elliot's part.
Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow.
So
I
cool.
find it kinda funny, I find it kinda sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had.
I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to tell.
When people run in circles, it's a very,
Nope.
Yep.
Nope. Hold on.
when people run in circles, it's a very,
Oh, I want to be able to say, I know that you're probably dying pausing before we actually get to Mad World, and I'm going to go back to let it play through, but I just had to. I love how
This moment, yeah.
different all all five of you sound in that part. It's amazing where that is one of the telltale signs of a good vocalist, in my opinion, or at least I shouldn't say a good vocalist because there are good solo vocalists, but a good collaborative vocalist is when you can sound the same when you need to and sound completely different when you need to. Because there are parts that I actually talked about this ironically in the Caesar video with the same format with Voice Plays Dream On, is the fact that all three of their tenors, you had Omar, Caesar, Ellie, all of them sounded so good together, even though they have completely different vocal tonalities. And I honestly, because it's been a while since I've listened to a Bass Gang thing, it was so perfectly put together in the earlier parts that I forgot how different all of you were until we got to that find it kind of funny, and like where each of you got to have your own thing. You sound like completely different basses because you are, which gives even more impressive credit to the fact that earlier you sounded like one complete unit.
Yeah, that is true.
Very,
Yeah,
very
it's like
impressive.
one of the first skills basically you have to have as an a cappella creator. When you're doing background harmonies, you have to each of them they can be like 2 octaves like separated, but still you have to make them sound the same. You could say like in the same timbre, and the same goes with more people than just one. It's easier that's why it's easier to do a cappella just with yourself because you have only your voice to match on, so that's perfect. But when you have 4, then it gets hard. But I think guys, all of us did a great job with this, and the difference between the resonances and timbres in this solo part, it was great.
Yeah. No, I love that. All right. I want to hear it one more time, and then I will let it play through the chorus.
Oh,
I promise. I saw
one more thing.
Yeah, let me hear it. No, please.
The last note that on the very that was Bobby singing it in F2 D2, very, and then Elliot was singing the same thing in chest octave down. Like freaking D1 in chest. I didn't tell him to do that. He just sent me this like, I added a couple of lines, so you have option to edit if you want to.
If you want,
I was like, yeah, sure, I'm gonna check it out, bro. And then like, what? Sorry, what?
Like, how are you human? All right. Let's get that whole line again.
Find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to tell.
When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world.
I need a moment to recover. What?
Laugh in your face.
Good God. Hold. I feel like you as an arranger, forget even performer, you really know how to create momentum. I know I already used that word earlier with the but momentum is kind of a hard thing to pull off when you can't, because like most of the time momentum is built with instruments. You've got like those drum lines that really can like do. I can hear it. I just unintentionally did that drum line, but just like that ability to build. I mean, that's the perfect example, and I can hear it coming. Like it's that very simple everything, and then the building momentum up to the big moment is accomplished as simply as that drum line. And I can feel it coming is do 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 do. You know what I mean? And you don't have the ability to do that, and even vocal percussionists who have the ability to do that, you don't really have your crazy swallowed a drum kit. That's like one of the only things that I feel like the Bass Gang is lacking. Isn't the right word, because clearly you know how to work around not having one. So it's just the only thing that's like really absent in the bass game compared to a lot of others is one of those, you know, Lane Stein or Adam like swallowed a bass kit type
Yeah.
crazy vocal percussionists. But you have managed to take what normally would make it very hard to create and build momentum and make it new, make it your own, make it so you don't have to rely on those things to build momentum. You're building on it with those background oohs up at the top, like
Yeah.
the. Where was it?
It's coming.
I love that vocal effect. What was that? Hold on. Who did that like sound? Was that Elliot? It
Oh,
looked
that
like
was
it
that was that was no, that was me just doing
Oh, that
just,
it was
just
effective.
exhaling.
No, that was effective.
Thank you.
We feel good. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. And I feel the way that every child should sit and listen, sit and listen. Went to school and I was very
Wait, no. Holy no. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I'm sorry, if you said anything during that, I forgot that taking off my headphones
I'm just
also
laughing.
took you out of my ear. My bad. Normally I can do that once I'm paused. That, like, hold on, I need a moment to formulate myself.
Yeah,
That
there's
was
a lot.
overwhelming. In a good way. Anyone who's been on the channel for a while knows exactly what I'm about to say. But my favorite vocal technique in the world, or not vocal technique, sorry, that's different. Favorite musical technique is when the background instruments or background vocals or anything drop out for a moment and then come back in. It's done a lot in like different types of music, but right around the time that I was literally starting to think in my head, I was like, this is almost too much. It's almost overstimulation. You pull it back to octave harmonies just for like a measure before going back in, just long enough
Exactly.
for the brain to
was one
recalibrate.
beat.
It was literally one beat. Yeah, but it's so, like, that just quick thing was so, like,
sit and listen, sit and listen. Went to school and I was very nervous. No one knew me. No one knew me. Hello, teacher, tell me what's my lesson. Look right through me. Look right through me.
oh, that slide! Oh, that slide rocked! Oh, that was so
Yeah.
cool! That was awesome! Oh, I
thank
liked
you,
that.
man.
And it's not,
Yeah, like two slides at the same time, basically.
yeah, it's not easy sliding and staying on key with that many other people doing stuff in the background. I mean, obviously, I know you weren't recording in person, but still, just conceptually having
Yeah.
it still sound good.
Yeah, true. What you said about before, I think for anybody who wants to do epic music, like theatrical music, it is really important to know how to utilize silence in your songs. Like that is the number one thing that you have to learn, because everybody thinks epic music that means like it has to build and I have to add more and more and more until it's freaking explodes, you know? I'm like, no,
Yeah.
sometimes you want to stop, cut everything and leave like maybe two falsetto lines or something.
Yeah.
You know, and then maybe like build it again or just drop everything at once. Like that's up to you, but it is really important so it doesn't get, you know, repetitive, I guess, with the building.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I totally get what you're saying. I agree with that. Honestly, like, your insights and what we've been talking about here, Like, I just want you to know that, like, this has been the most excited I've been to hop into my app and finally finish my arrangement that I've been procrastinating for a while. Like, just talking to you, like, this
glad
has
to hear
literally
that.
given me ideas for what I want to do, and it has me, like, excited to arrange again. Your arrangement is
Yes,
so
please.
good that it actually has me excited to arrange again.
Thank you so much, man.
So
That means
speaking
a
of
lot.
which, audience members, the thing I'm arranging is close to the end. So make sure you subscribe and like the video and do all those things so you can see it in the future. That
Hit that
may,
subscribe button.
I mean, you can't say no to that, right? Jesus. I think if you say no to that voice, it will come to your house and make you. All right, let's take it
I'm
back.
sorry. Okay.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
It's my boy Marwan.
Find it kinda funny. I find it kinda sad. The dreams in
Okay, I need you to pause it right now.
Okay.
Did you notice that the key of the song actually changed?
Oh no! I was so busy listening to falsetto, I didn't even know. Dang it! Usually, I'm good at noticing
Yes.
those. Ah.
I know you are. That's why it's so like. I'm so glad that you haven't, because that was my intention. That
Oh,
it
you
was so
wanted it to
hidden.
not be noticed.
Yeah.
I like how you wanted it to not be noticed, but you still made me pause to tell me. You're
Hey,
like,
well,
you're like, I didn't
yeah.
want you. I didn't want you to notice, but I do want you to know.
Yes.
Well, let's see if I can hear the change now that I'm here looking out for it.
I find it kinda
Oh wait. No. Oh,
It-
I find it kinda sad.
wait.
Maybe a
What
little bit before.
Dreams in
happened? Here we go. Here we go.
This is the change of the key. This one note.
Oh yeah. Wow, that's subtle.
Dreams in which I'm
Thank you.
dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you. I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very bad world. Bad world.
You've got to be kidding me. The way that they continued pushing it out like that.
Yeah.
No, hold on. No. I need one more time before we can. What, maybe? Wow. The way that you feel like it's going to end and they just keep sliding through, that was really,
Yeah,
really
that was.
good.
That's probably the bassiest chord I've
Yeah.
ever heard.
No, that was phenomenal. That was wow. God, that rocked. That was so good.
So glad you like it. Yeah, like on the last part of the song, because like there's 3 Mad Worlds in a row. There's the soft one, I called it like
Yes.
soft Mad World, which everybody had to do in their softest C2 that they can, which
Yeah.
was sounds really weird, but
Soft
kinda
as
had
C2,
to.
yeah, you know.
Yeah. Then there was like a rising one, which is like
Yeah.
Mad World. Like it kind of enhanced in the volume and resonance. And then the last one should have been like the most powerful ever. And Elliot is singing like the low C2 in this chord. And there is a inhale C1 from me. There is a chest fry G1 from Peter. There's a chest C2 from Bobby. There's a chest G2 from Marwan. And he managed to overblow everybody.
Yeah.
Like didn't matter how much I mixed it. He was just so loud and in your face that I was like, this is the strongest bass verse I've ever heard in my life. And it
That's
just kept growing.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
He's a free guy.
Actually, let me, real quick, for the sake of my editor, I'm just going to move you down here so that he can fit the normal outro stuff up here. But yeah, that was just... I mean, I know I keep saying this, but I don't have that much even to say that I didn't already mention it. That was just, like, the power of it was phenomenal. Again, so many things about that arrangement really... I think the best way I can phrase it is you took the... I say this in... This isn't the word I want to use, I just can't think of a better synonym, and we've already been recording for over a half hour. But, like, you took the limitations, I say with the biggest quotation marks around it as possible, but the limitations of the original song Mad World, the repetitiveness of it, like the limitation of the original song, and the limitations, or just the parts you don't have access to inherently in an all-male, all-bass group, and you took those and bent them to your will. That's the best thing that I can say from an arranging standpoint, is that it really feels like you knew what you did and didn't have, and not only did you perfectly execute what you had, you were able to use what you had to push what you didn't have out of the way so it didn't even matter, which is so impressive from an arrangement standpoint. There we go. That's what I was actually trying to say that whole time in way too many words.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of people when I watch like reactions to my videos, and if they talk about my arrangement or in the comments, they say like, "Oh my god, your arrangements, like you are so great with those." And I'm always like, you gotta know, this is not like this wasn't created in half an hour.
Of course.
Like with this song, I got after the first verse, I got stuck and I was like, what am I gonna do now? And that happens a lot of the times. I have to just leave it be and like in 2 days just come back and try different things, put them together, and then something like clicks and you just put it down and it sounds amazing. And even like the finished arrangement that I have in my sheet music, if you would play it along with the song sounds so much different because like the beat is completely different. I changed that thing so much.
Oh.
I don't know if you paid attention to the beat that much, but it's not actually all beatbox. There's a lot of samples of like a drum set or like orchestra drums, which is basically the first time the bass gang uses
any instruments.
Yeah, instruments. Yeah, so we are kind of expanding with this song into more than just acapella, which I think was fitting for this song.
Yeah, it worked really well. I thought I noticed at one point. I didn't want to say because I wasn't totally sure, and I didn't want to like take time to talk about something that I didn't know for sure.
Got it.
But like, there was one point where I was like, that sounded like a drum. And if it was like Lane, I would just be like, it's probably capable. I'm like, I'm curious if that was like either that was a sample or someone is way better at vocal percussion in this group than I thought they were.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you can make those sounds actually. That was just pure drums.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for your insight. For the sake of my editor, I'm gonna wrap things up now. But it was lovely getting your insight.
Thank
this
you
was
so much.
Phenomenal. I'm going to listen to it a million more times.
Oh yeah, you definitely have to if you want to pick up on those little things. There's so much in there.
No, I'm absolutely going to. I'm really excited to listen to this one again. So yeah, just thank you so much for joining me. Thank you everybody.
Thank you for having me. That was so much fun, dude. Yeah, if you have any questions about the arrangement or stuff like that, just hit me up. I am always happy to talk about it.
Sounds good. All right. Well, then, I will let you go. I will let the audience go. So again, thank you for joining me. Thank you to everyone who watched this. Again, subscribe to the Bass Gang. They deserve it.
Subscribe.
Also subscribe to me. But subscribe to the Bass Gang most of all.
Exactly. Audience, that's the first. It's right below the video. Just click the red button. Come on.
And as always, gals, blokes, and all other folks, I will see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.
Bye.